It's a waste of time.
Oh, happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. We never even. I hate to be like, oh, happy Halloween. We never talked about Matthew Perry, but happy Halloween. We never talked about Matthew Perry. Welcome to Marital Hate. I am Stacy.
I'm Douglas.
We're married. We do not hate each other typically. Usually we get along pretty good.
Uh,
We appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, that's odd.
Current temperature here is 77. It's a little humid. It's a little breezy. It's absolutely beautiful.
That
here.
means when you're a kid from Florida and you go trick or treating on Halloween, your parents don't make you wear a snowsuit, your final costume.
Marshfield is
bullshit mask.
Right now. Marshfield is 40. A low of
Those
36
poor
tonight.
kids are freezing their asses off.
It's probably windy. Let's check the radar
How
too.
many
Let's see
times
what
have
they
you
got
gone
going.
trick or treating on a cold, rainy
Oh,
New England night?
Like all of them. Like maybe like once it was like decent.
Yo,
like
you don't
ever.
understand. This weather is beautiful. There's a nice breeze. It's nice, cool. This is like
it actually,
literally.
Yeah, we came out. I was like,
this is like the
it's like a
perfect
warm
weather.
hug.
It's like the perfect weather.
Well, it's not raining in Massachusetts right now, but in the Adirondacks, it's snowing right now, and
Well,
it's
there you
headed
go.
for Vermont, and there could be snow later in this
We
week.
don't even know anyone in Vermont. We know people in like every state but Vermont.
Do I know anybody in Vermont?
No, you don't.
You
Okay,
don't know
so-
who I know.
I do know who you know.
You don't know who I know. I can
know
know
who you know.
somebody.
You
I can know somebody.
There's no one here.
Huh.
Did you go live on your Facebook page?
I did.
So we have
I
one
did.
person watching.
I gotta know somebody in Vermont.
All right, so that's not the point. The point is you don't know anybody in Vermont. Vermont is not your friend. We haven't had any trick or treaters, and my hot ass neighbor and the two kids down the street. Apparently, like, because I wasn't feeling well today, and Doug was like, "Go away, we don't want you." To
Oh, I
come
was
here."
out putting the trash out when
Ugh.
when kids were walking by the
But
house.
that was not what you should have told them. You should have ran out and given them their gifts. And
Well, I guess maybe I should have, but it was fun. It was funny to wave
We're
them off.
coming. Every Halloween you have to make some kid cry.
Maybe I do. Maybe tonight is my night, baby.
He made the Donovan kid cry
Yeah, I
on
did.
Halloween one
Make him
year.
cry again.
So-
Ann says, "Hello, guys."
Hey guys.
Hello.
So welcome to Marital Hate. I'm Stacy. This is Doug. We're
Hello.
married. We don't hate each other. We
Hello.
do a live podcast most nights at 8 p.m. Trace and Ann are here. They're what we call master haters. They've been
Yes.
here from the beginning. They watch all the podcasts. They are as much a part of the show as we are. We wouldn't know what to do without them.
We wouldn't, because we don't.
So perhaps small children will show up to get their gifts. Perhaps Doug has taunted and confused neighborhood children once again to the point of tears. Perhaps their parents will come over and threaten him again. He's joking, people. He's always fucking joking. I'm always fucking joking.
You can't joke about it.
We're always fucking
nowadays.
joking. What is Ann say?
Goddamn liberals.
Oh my God. I've been wearing, I can't see this screen. It's way too small. You gotta make that bigger.
I forget how to make it bigger.
What do you mean? Make the whole screen bigger.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's better.
I've been wearing short sleeve shirts and went out today and it was in freaking shock. It was freaking freezing out. Yeah, we don't really have that problem around here. We like it.
Now it's 39, and it's in Walpole. At Mass, it's 39.
Oh, well, that's not South Shore.
It's going down.
What's in Marshfield?
I was just on the Marshfield thing.
In any case,
Man.
I had today I have not been
40.
up. Todd is here and he says hello. Hey,
What's up,
Todd,
Toddy Todd?
What's up,
What's
Todd?
that hot toddy?
So what so today I was thinking I was watching it was one of the RV shows and it was like some groups of people that had been on that RV competition show that we like to watch. Sorry, we're on an RVing kick lately. Well, I'm on an RVing kick. I want next year to move into an RV and travel. Doug's not sure how he feels about that. So I was watching an RV video, as I do, and one of the series we watched was like an RV boondocking competition show, and we haven't actually finished watching it. We need to watch some more. But some of the people that were on that show were on this other show, and she was saying how he was the only veteran on it, and she was the only Native American, and I was like, wow, she's really pretty. And I'm like, I think, yeah. And I'm like, oh, like, actually, I think a lot of Native American women are really pretty. Actually, I think a lot of Native American men are really attractive. Oh, I find Native Americans to be attractive. And then I'm like, well, is that racist?
Well, no, I
but
think
it's you're
there's certain
saying you find somebody to be
bone
attractive because of
structures
their
or
ethnicity.
appearances.
Yeah,
No, I don't think that's racist.
because I find anybody who's different than me to be attractive, which
If-
is that kind of the point, right?
if
Because
you-
you're trying to like,
Right.
you want to have like if I was like, oh, you're just like me, that would be like my identical twin, and that would be impossible to reproduce. If I was like, oh, well, you're just like me and you're my brother, and then that would be bad. We have like
Well,
pink
here's the
eyed
thing:
children.
if you hated somebody because of the way they look, that would be racist. But if you like
Yeah,
someone
but that's just,
because of the way they look,
but don't
like,
you think that like
because of their
certain things
nationality
that
or
like we do,
race,
like say, like there was something that we were looking at recently, and it was only for black men, and I was like, oh, sorry, Doug, you can't have it. You're white. Nobody wants you.
well,
So
it's probably
but
like
that's racist.
no, it cannot.
It's racist to do if it's racist for me to say only white people can have this. It's racist to say only black people can have this.
Well,
so if
no,
I
I don't
say,
think anybody says only black people can have it. Like they make now they make
there's certainly things that are only for black people in this country.
Well,
there was a time when certain things were only for white people, and that was not okay.
Yeah,
ever not okay.
Now it's reversing.
But I'm saying that
polarity is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is it's not okay to discriminate against someone because of the color of their skin.
Well, what
so that's about my problem.
People that I can't have.
But it's not necessarily a color thing, by the way. So I find like certain people to like I find people who are different than me to be attractive. So, but that could be anybody who's bald, which is not a race.
Because you're not bald.
Bald is
not a race.
Apparatus is not a race.
It's a flaw.
And so I find anybody with an accent to be attractive. I find anyone who can repair things to be attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't think all accents are attractive. There's some accents.
I think 99% of accents are attractive. Trey says it's freezing. My toes are numb. Get a biomat and some wool socks and move south. Move south. Oh wait, you're working on the moving south. Did you pack your socks and sweaters? And
you don't need
a frog that
throw
was a particular
throw them
friend?
a goddamn way. Throw them away.
Daniel's here. He says, "How are you doing today?" I have not been feeling well. I've been having a really hard time. I had unbearable head pressure today, and a migraine.
So then I let her go
all day. I still have a migraine and head pressure, but the drugs are kicking in, so that's helping. I spent my entire day heavily medicated. Thank you for asking. It has not been a good time, and I know that we had like the full moon, and then we had like a solar thing, and maybe that's why, or maybe the 5G is leaching into my brain. Who the fuck knows? But myself and most of my chronic illness folks have not been doing so well. So how are you? Donna says happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, Donna. The Shays go all out.
Shays are big Halloween folks. They're big holiday people. Like any holiday is a big thing for them.
Speaking of, Donna,
like
Ann
lights,
says not racist. Foliage. It is not racist of me.
Well, that's what Ann says.
That's what Ann says. Well, you know.
I don't know if she's.
Daniel says I'm bald. Yes, you are bald. And you have an accent, so these are two attractive qualities.
Means you're flawed.
But your taste in women, in your relationship history, it's worrying me. But I want to know what's going on. I hope you're pacing yourself like a good boy.
Take your vitamins.
You found a nice girl. Settle down. Then you can do things with your penis. That's fine. Donna says it's 41 here. Yeah, that's too cold. Tracy is laughing her head off. She likes bare feet. Oh, girl, me too. I never have shoes on. And the woman at the shoe store, I don't know why.
Why we pick on the shoe store lady every night?
Because I was like, hey, what shoes should I get that I don't like shoes? And she's like, well, show me what you're wearing. And I show her my flip-flops are completely worn down. And she just looks at me and I'm like, I don't like shoes. So I was going to buy a pair of flip-flops. And she's like,
you don't like Jews?
No, I don't like shoes.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
We were talking about the racist thing.
And I'm like, I was going to get some of those sandals over there. They had those UFOs that everybody's wearing.
Yeah.
And she goes, those are recovery shoes. And I'm like, do you understand that I don't, this is what I'm rocking out right now. Like,
you're recovering.
Putting me in a recovery shoe would be like a massive improvement because I'm not wearing fucking hookahs. Doug has his hookahs. Tracy has their hookahs. They fucking love that shit.
It's pronounced hookahs. And I'm painting Adidas stripes on them.
Well, get on it. Trace says, yeah, it sucks. I don't know what she's saying.
And Todd says, how attractive do you find people who can break things as opposed to repair them? Just, whatever. And then Daniel would like to say, he's rolling his ass off. Rolling on the floor, M-A-O. I don't even know what these things. You kids these days. I'm definitely pacing myself and going.
You're gonna have to talk about something.
I'm going very slowly. Paperwork is being prepared to deal with my current situation. What do you need paperwork for? I don't know
what kind of paperwork are we talking about?
Is he getting like some sort of legal separation?
Yeah, divorce
from his own.
He's still married. It's
penis.
like a whole thing. It's drama. Drama. You're in charge.
Tracy says, that chronic illness sucks.
Do not ruin the
And Daniel says, and no, Daniel says, she closed the door in my face. This is why Marital hate. All right, now that we're alone, happy Halloween, everybody. I have nothing to say. Although we did receive, and I'm just going to tease this for later. We did receive the greatest quote on our YouTube, a little review. Somebody left a little review on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and it's fantastic. We were laughing out loud for like an hour today, which was very good. So, all right, wait. So now we're translating here. Okay, so rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off, well, man, meaning me. So why can't you just LOL? Why do you have to roll on the floor? I don't think he's rolling. If he's rolling on the floor, he's not typing like Freddie Mercury in the movie. I don't know if you saw. He was playing Bohemian Rhapsody upside down. He's laying down. I don't think Daniel was doing that. I think Daniel, were you laying down and rolling around and laughing and typing at the same time? Because that, my friend, might be a talent that you could transfer to your lady friends. Just saying. Use some fingers, rolling around, etc., etc. Donna says, rolling on the floor, laughing my fat ass off, which is fantastic. I don't really have an ass. I don't know. I'm sure people that would that tune into the show realize that I do not have an ass whatsoever. There is none. There's nothing there. It's like 2 pencils stuck in a potato, and I'm walking around. And then if you want to put another potato, oh, it's Florida, and now there's fireworks on Halloween. There's no rules here. There's no rules. It's anarchy. It's complete anarchy. It's bedlam is what it is. And you know what? It might be the perfect place for my wife. Bedlam. The United States of bedlam. There's a gun store down the street. Speaking of bedlam, it has a big banner out on one of the awnings. It's like guns, ammo. It says "Silence is golden." I think they sell silencers there. I don't think this one's too. There's no rules here. You can do anything. Interesting. And while we're doing that and waiting for my wife to come back, I am going to pull up the review so we can talk about that. I don't know. Have you ever left a review for us? I know we have a lot of comments, but I don't know that anybody's ever left us a review. But this review was outstanding. Let's see. Tracy says it sounds windy. It's breezy. It's not windy. It's a little breezy. It's like a warm breeze. It's not a summer's breeze or a summer's eve. It is a warm breeze that we have enjoyed. Okay, so I'm gonna open this for later, and then we can show it on the podcast. Yeah. Well, I was certainly not prepared to go solo, but this is the way I'm going to live my life when I finally kick her to the curb. I'm trying to see if this is the keyboard player for the Cars, all dressed up for Halloween. I thought it was hysterical. Hang on. I'm losing the flow here. And New England is going to have some wet weather and possible some snow and ice mixing in from the 128 belt.
Jesus Christ, I come back and he's talking about the fucking weather.
Well, what happened to our candy?
Gave it all away.
I wanted a candy.
We said 5 trick-or-treaters come.
5 trick-or-treaters. And now the bowl is empty.
Yeah.
This bowl is empty. I had Kit Kats and Twix, and you know how many I had?
Like 5.
Holiday sucks.
You had like 5.
Give me a fucking apple. I'm gonna eat like an apple with a razor blade.
So
I'm gonna put a razor blade in it just to go to the ER and have something to do.
Okay, since I'm still just listen to my heavy breathing. Okay.
It's not my fault. I jump up and want people to like me on Halloween, and you run around and give away all our candy. Now, yeah.
You already
now
made
you
the neighborhood.
Running back.
Which one do you want? Did you read any comments?
I read all the comments except for some of the best episodes weren't prepared. That was where I left off.
I always have notes. Donna says, "Did you have kids there?" Well, that's what I just ran out for. Is that we had those little fuckers took all the Doug's candy.
Were they at least the basketball kids?
No, the basketball kids never came.
God damn it! I can't believe this was full of valuable Kit Kats and Twix. We had nothing.
There's some Hershey bars if the other kids show up.
Are you all right? You're gonna see. This is why you need me. You don't go running around. You left here for five minutes.
I stood up.
And you're running around like
I
a
bent
crazy
over. I
person.
gave hugs, and
yeah. And now you come running back. You don't take care of yourself.
Daniel says it's snowing here in Ohio, a couple of inches in 20 minutes. I don't celebrate Halloween. I tried to celebrate Halloween today. I fell asleep watching Halloween.
She did. I can attest. Snow in Ohio. That's and that's.
Why am I so thirsty?
Because you just ran a marathon, which was here to the door, which is 20 feet away.
Yeah, this is what normal people breathe like after running an actual marathon. I ran to the end of the driveway and back.
You went to the driveway? What is wrong with you? See, I'm not there to tell her not to go back.
Our good friend Cheryl, who fellow Bills fan, is here.
Cheryl,
says, happy Halloween, everybody.
Cheryl, you going Sunday night or what? I don't know.
Well, hopefully we'll be there.
Yeah. Let us know if you're going.
It seems like now a lot of the door-to-door trick-or-treating in the neighborhoods has been replaced by trunk or treats or going to bougie neighborhoods.
All right, explain this whole thing. This is the second time today somebody said trunk or treat, and I don't know what that is.
You get a bunch of people in the parking lot of somewhere. They decorate the trunk of their car and they do trick-or-treating during the daytime.
All right, I'm going to say this.
That's bullshit.
My mom and dad used to tell me not if a stranger rolls up in a parking lot in a van and he says he's got candy, don't go near the car.
And now we're helping chiropractors abduct people to adjust their spines in a van.
I'm just saying.
She doesn't have candy though. She has like tangerine. You know what are those little miniature clementine things?
Nobody wants that. They want. We were talking. There was a thing on the radio today, as a matter of fact, about underrated candies and overrated candies for Halloween.
Oh my god, this is my first Halloween where I can't have fucking Reese's peanut butter cups, and I'm beside myself.
I'm kind of thinking that Snickers may be overrated, even though I like Snickers. I think they may be a tad overrated.
You're wrong, but can we just talk about the fact? A moment of silence for the fact that I can never have a Reese's peanut butter cup again because I've discovered that I have a peanut allergy. Well, my life is over.
You've not confirmed that with a medical test, and I only believe medical tests.
Would you like me to eat some peanut butter and see what happens?
Your face is like a catcher's mitt. All right, let's catch up. Donna says.
Go ahead. Donna says what? Sorry.
All right, now
I'm sorry. Daniel says it's colder in Texas. Cheryl says maybe.
Might go Sunday,
Donna says a house on the street had hamburgers, hot dogs, nips, full-size candy bars. We usually give out full-size candy bars, but we don't have any trick-or-treaters. So Tracy said cuties, little oranges. That must be what it is. Yeah, that's a good one. Cheryl does not like a Snickers with almonds. This is how bullshit Snickers with almonds are. They're made in a building that contains peanuts. May contain peanuts right on the fucking label. So I can't go near that. Doug says that I haven't had any medical testing, but the fact that I eat peanuts and burst into fucking flames is not sufficient for him.
It's not true. You don't burst into flames.
Yeah, okay.
It's not. You don't catch fire.
No, what happens?
You get all very itchy, like you were on fire. Did you hear our lovely fireworks?
I do hear it.
And I was talking about how there are no rules in Florida.
Dude, people light off fireworks down here for no fucking reason. Donna says candy, not card. I knew what you meant. Daniel said trunk or treaters is the alternate event for those kids who on Christmas and like me don't celebrate Halloween. Tracy's laughing her ass off. And Ann says, Stacy, can you eat almond butter? Yes, but it's not the fucking same. It's not the same. It's not the fucking same.
Good. I think I actually prefer the sunflower butter.
We cook things with almond butter. We cook things with sun butter. That's a burring out. We cook with both all the time. We fucking love them. But it's not the same. It's not the same as a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's not the same as, it's just not the same. And I'll make do with it most of the time. But for whatever fucking reason, every time I turn on the television, it's a goddamn Reese's peanut butter cup.
Well, it's Reese's season.
Especially right now. It's my favorite. They have the Reese's Christmas trees at Costco. It's my fucking favorite. Like my favorite candy of all time is Reese's peanut butter cups. Has always been, will always be. I go crazy for that shit.
Well, you're done. Well,
what do you mean?
You're done. You're done eating Reese's, apparently, until there's some vaccine that can prevent the peanut butter.
Sign me up for that shit.
I will say this, that there are a lot of overrated, underrated candies, and I think Reese's has now become like everybody loves the Reese's like in an inordinate amount. Like I think when you were a kid, you would eat anything. You'd eat a Charleston Chew. You don't give a shit. But now it's like, oh, I must have the Reese's.
The year I had my gallbladder removed, I
Yeah.
was filling Easter eggs for my kids for an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
I must have eaten 12 Reese's peanut butter eggs. And I went to the hospital, had my gallbladder removed, and the guy's like, and I'm like, he's like, well, what were you doing when this happened? I was like, eating Reese's, filling my kids' Easter candy and eating Reese's eggs. And the fucking kid was such a dick to me. And I'm like, dude, I'm in agonizing pain. I'm going to have surgery. Like, perhaps counseling on my nutrition would be better at any other fucking time. And also, who doesn't eat some fucking Reese's peanut butter?
But,
At the time, I wasn't eating super healthy, but I eat super healthy. But I'm going to have a fucking occasional Reese's peanut butter cup. Not anymore. I don't know what's going on over there. That's not good. Owls.
Scaring the owls.
Cars crashing.
Tom said Reese's is his favorite too.
Reese's is everyone's favorite.
And Anne would like to know if you like dates.
I like dates. No, I like dates. Dates are fine. I have the That's It bars. I have the RX bars. I have the almond stuff. It's just that I miss Reese's peanut butter cups. I like Reese's peanut butter cup ice cream. All the things I like so many things that have peanut butter. Yes, there are alternatives, but it's not the same. Like when I get really desperate, I'll get those. But when I see a Reese's peanut butter commercial, I just want to cry.
You just want to kill someone.
Want to cry. I feel depressed. That's probably what happened with all these serial killers from the movies. They developed fucking peanut allergies, and suddenly they couldn't have any on Halloween. There's all these fucking Reese's commercials, and they just fucking lost it and killed everybody. That's how it happens. That's going to be your next horror movie right there. Old hippie pothead one day finds out she can't have any Reese's and because of a peanut allergy, and one day she sees one Reese's peanut butter cup too many. Kid comes into the door dressed as a Reese's peanut butter cup, and the woman just goes berserk and kills everyone.
Gets the chainsaw.
What? That seems like a good movie.
And if any of you are in the market for organic nut butter, I suggest once again nut butter out of Nunday, New York. They're online. They're in stores everywhere. It's fantastic.
What are you talking about?
And once again, nut butter from Nunday, New York.
Anne says, I can't stand peanut butter and chocolate, but I do like almond butter with chocolate.
The fuck is wrong with you? Who doesn't like peanut butter and chocolate together?
Sorry. Said? Everyone says I'm weird. You think?
Yeah, you're weird.
Almond butter.
You're goddamn weird.
Almond butter and chocolate together are fine.
It's fine.
It's not weird. Okay. Do what you want to do. I just want that fucking Reese's partially hydrogenated corn oil and all the other crap that makes it terrible and mold. Because peanuts, the thing about peanuts is it's not the, first of all, they're not nuts, they're legumes. And typically speaking, it's the mold inside of them that people are allergic to.
All right. So the thing with the Reese's, and this is a theory I have about food, is that the ratios are perfect. The ratios are perfect in a single stuffed Oreo. Don't mess with it. It's perfect. You got enough chocolate, enough cream. Now the Reese's is the same thing. Now the peanut butter has just the right ratio of sugar in it to and whatever modifiers to keep it a nice consistency. It's not all runny. And then you've got just the right amount of chocolate in there. Ratios, people. It's all about ratios.
By the way, I also like chunky peanut butter with fluffernutter. Never gonna have that again.
I'm not a big chunky peanut butter guy. I want the smooth. I'm not a big chunky ice cream guy. Like I don't want like big chunks of crap in my ice cream.
I like all of those things. I like peanut butter every way I can have it. Daniel said Teddy fucking crunchy peanut butter with fucking fluffernutter on Wonder Bread is the most New England thing you could ever eat with a cup of fucking coffee milk. That's right.
I need the crap out of
that. Daniel says no way the Irish came all the way from Ireland to find potato chips. They came here for peanut butter. Can't say I blame them.
I don't know how the Irish get involved here.
I don't, because he's Irish. Well, he's
maybe
Situate. He's a Situate guy.
Yeah, maybe.
So I had some notes of things. So okay, wait. So if I say I find people of
a certain color either attractive or unattractive.
No, I would never. I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't say an entire race of people is unattractive, but I do find, like, for example, I find people that look different than me to be attractive.
Yeah. Okay, you can say that.
That's like a genetic thing. But like, if I say I find Asians to be attractive, or if I find, like,
that's a fetish.
I find Koreans to be attractive, or I find Japanese people to be attractive, or I
also
find
a fetish.
But is it racist?
I don't think it's racist. Because your appreciation.
But I don't. But it's not
appreciating
like
their
I
beauty.
only have like I don't. A fetish would be if I only liked one group. Like if I was like, I find Korean girls to be very sexy. That would be creepy as shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, oh, I find Korean girls. I find people who are different than me to be attractive. I find people with dark skin to be attractive, darker than me to be attractive. I find people that are old to be attractive. I find people with big lips to be attractive. I find people with no asses to be attractive. Basically, I find Doug to be attractive, and also anybody with an accent, and also most of the bald people, and also not Jada Pinkett Smith though. She's gross.
She's mean.
And then she's so mean. We've had enough of that. Thank you.
Oh, Will's coming to smack me.
We'll keep.
Problem is, people been in line smacking his wife.
It's just the funny thing is that he's like all upset with Chris Rock about keeping his wife's name out of his freaking mouth.
And meanwhile,
not worried about his wife's
mouth,
wife's puss being in people's freaking mouth, or their dick being in their wife's freaking mouth. Like, I feel like Will Smith needs to get.
Well, we're all thinking it, folks.
He needs to get his priorities aligned. That's not the point. The point is, I think that my attraction to people based on their ethnic makeup might be kind of racist, and if so, I apologize for that.
Well, I don't.
Because I'm not trying to be racist. I love everybody.
You're finding the good.
Sometimes I just love them a little too much, but not in a creepy way. Like, I'm not like, I'm gonna look in your window. I'm like, dude, that like, wow. Like, I find black women to be particularly beautiful, black men to be particularly beautiful. They're different than me.
I think
Indians. I love
think
Indians.
People and things that are. Look at us. I'm sophisticated. You're kind of all over the place.
Okay,
don't hit me.
I haven't even moved an inch.
What was that?
I think calling yourself sophisticated when you're wearing that same fucking pullover fleece that has maple syrup and ketchup on it, and your striped pajamas from Target is the haircut you got at the dining room table. What t-shirt are you wearing?
Clash.
Faded ass.
Yeah,
Clash
baby.
t-shirt. Do you have underwear on?
No, I do not.
Ooh, let me touch your penis.
Why do you want to touch
You also have your croc flops on.
I do have
various croc
because it helps keep the bugs away.
I don't know.
I have to say this. Tracy said, Becky said, "Oh, for crying out loud, not another person with ratios," because I am that way. You mean Tracy is that way or Becky is that way? Oh, and by the way, today
Tracy's that way. Becky's saying,
okay,
"Oh no, not a person with ratios." But you're missing out that Daniel's pointing out the potato
Yeah.
famine in Ireland.
I don't know.
So they escaped the potato famine to get peanut butter, not potato
peanut butter
chips.
allergy.
Seems reasonable.
But I got an old photo from our old work today, and of me in the monkey pajamas. Right there is me in the monkey pajamas, and over here in the corner is Beck.
Aww.
Smiling, laughing, having a good time.
Where's Tracy? Why don't you take?
I've never seen them in the same spot at the same time.
Oh, you're the same person.
I think it's like Bruce Wayne. It's like a weird situation.
So, but can we talk about the Friendly's Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Sundae? I'm so sorry you can't have that anymore. Oh, you can get the chocolate Reese's Peanut Butter Cup ice cream in the Reese's Buttercup Sundae. And let me tell you what you do is you don't get the whipped cream. You get marshmallow sauce.
Ah, yes, that's right. But
this bitch knows how to order. You don't get an ass like this. You don't know how to order fucking food. You know what a nice Portuguese girl makes for dinner? Reservations.
I don't know what that means, but
because we know how to order. And I get high and I tell you things I want all the time.
Right.
I was high all day. Then I took more cannabis oil. Hasn't quite kicked in yet, but pretty soon I'm going to have some creative ideas for what we should eat. Perhaps some crispy onion strings dipped in a horseradish sauce with some carrot cake and some leftover chicken fingers. Perhaps a potato or two.
2 sweet potatoes.
It's regular potatoes. Yeah, I'm seriously depressed about that. Daniel says Will Smith blew his career defending the honor of a woman who is dating the whole West Coast. Chris Rock could have been screwing her and it would have been okay. Some people's priorities and relationship dynamics do not make any fucking sense to me. But who am I to fucking judge? I think Jada. So there's a meme going around. It says, I want out of the Smith family group text. And I think I think we all want out of the Smith family group text. At this point, you can't do anything.
I think we all want out of the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce group text.
Sweet baby Jesus. We want, and
it's only been like a couple weeks.
Well, because it's 24 hours a day, and it's like, you know, we've like a world that's got like a couple of wars going on, but look over here, Taylor Swift.
Well, I don't know if I am.
Shootings everywhere. Oh, look over here, Will Smith's been cuckolded.
I am not going to address that.
By
But
the dead Tupac Shakur.
I will say this, that the Denver Broncos, after beating the Chiefs in Colorado, it was an upset win too. They played "Shake It Off" as after the Chiefs lost. You got to find some humor in that, because I don't know. I wouldn't like it if they did it to the Bills, but I found a little humor in it because. Yeah,
it's annoying as shit, and the entire country is sick of it. The NFL is,
and they're saying it's going to end either really, really badly, and the only good outcome is they get married and they have children and they're America's sweethearts and all that. So it's like it's just probably not going to end well. You know, there's going to be an album written about it called Trav.
I don't know what's going to happen, but
okay. All right, go back.
I will say that that I think when it's interesting that how, you know, Will Smith, it just goes to show, back to the Will Smith thing, just goes to show that our country is classist more than it is racist, because if another fucking,
I think it's both.
If you walked up on stage and smacked Chris Rock, you would be in prison. And Will Smith has money, and you can go up and smack Chris Rock and just be like,
wow, it's
in front of 1 million people, and it's totally false. That's called assault, motherfucker. And if you were, I don't know, perhaps a young black man who is not of means, you'd be in jail right now. Anyway, Tracy's laughing about something, and she says, "Yep, yummy fat kid problems." Yeah. The worst thing is my diet was at its absolute worst was when I was the skinniest. So explain that to me. Risa says, peanut butter chocolate ice cream would be a pass for me, and I love ice cream. I don't know what to tell you. That's my life right there. Is chocolate and peanut butter, my two favorite things.
Well, yours was always the Heavenly Hash ice cream, which was hard to
Hash,
find.
which I Heavenly Hash has almonds, I believe.
No, it has Spanish cocktail peanuts in it. Ribbons of marshmallow.
Pretty hard to find.
It is. Wegmans though. Wegmans has it.
So I can I, if it has Spanish cocktail peanuts, I can't have that.
You can't have it.
I want to know if that's true.
Why do you doubt me on these things?
Because I can't believe that enough. I'm going to be in a deep depression.
Does anybody make a Heavenly Hash that has almonds in it? Maybe.
What is this? Heavenly Hash? They're calling Ambrosia Heavenly Hash.
Oh,
here.
No. That's
not Heavenly Hash. That's
well, it's
Ambrosia.
Funny. People from different parts of the country call things differently.
Heavenly Hash. Some of these people
ice
are
cream.
Heavenly Hash.
Ice cream.
Are calling Ambrosia Heavenly Hash. That is not the same.
Well, we were from Western New York. When we moved to Worcester, we realized that people called things very different things. Now, American Chop Suey in Worcester is in Brockport, New York, is Hungarian goulash. Go figure.
I don't even know who makes it, but this classic Heavenly Hash Breyers. Not that I would buy Breyers.
Oh, chopped almonds and rich chocolatey.
Yeah. Chopped almonds.
Yeah.
Not
but
peanuts.
The other one is peanuts, and that's probably just.
I've looked at two so far, and they've both been.
Look at the. I bet it, but the Wegmans one definitely has the peanuts in it.
I don't know.
It has ice cream.
So, ingredients.
Canadian milk, made with 100% Canadian milk. Ooh, I want some of that.
What? Carabine gum, cocoa oils, pecans. This one's got pecans. So I don't know. I think you might be wrong, Doug.
Maybe the term hash is like, whatever we got hanging out in the ice cream place.
I don't.
Daniel's favorite Canadian ice cream, orange ice cream with black licorice swirls. It's called the Tiger.
The fucking Wegmans one is the only one that uses peanuts, so I just won't get the Wegmans one.
All right, don't get that.
Fuck Wegmans.
So there was. I'm trying to remember. Somebody put out a special edition that was orange ice cream with licorice. I forget who it was. I think it was a Disney thing. It was on a Disney blog they were watching. It was like a tiger tail or something, and nobody liked it, so they discontinued it.
Side note: we've had, and it seems like a novelty item, but I actually really like it. Is a lobster ice cream. Big hit in tourist attractions. It's actually really yummy. Had it.
Tom says the Trader Joe's knockoff of Reese's is the dark chocolate ones are amazing.
Not. It's good. It's Reese's peanut butter. It's not the same. Doug got me the Lindt almond truffles. They're okay.
Yeah, but they're not the
Almond
same.
butter. It's not the same.
Hood Brand made Heavenly Hash. I don't think
You know
Heavenly Brand's
why?
had
When
it.
I eat a Reese's, how do you eat a Reese's? When I eat a Reese's, I poke the center out with my tongue.
You're ruining the ratios.
I make a perfectly round circle.
You're ruining the
I
ratios.
lick all the peanut butter out, then I eat the chocolate.
No, you're ruining the
I
ratios.
lick out the peanut center, then I
You're
eat
a
the
peanut
chocolate.
licker.
That's how I got the ring.
Isn't it just Rocky Road? No, it's not Rocky Road. It's different. I'm
Different.
not exactly sure what Rocky Road is, but it is different.
Rocky Road is peanuts and marshmallow, and it's in a I don't know. It's not the same.
No, it is
Rocky
definitely
Road
different.
is like, and it has chocolate chunks in I don't know if Rocky Road has the chocolate chunks. Heavenly Hash has chocolate ice cream, chocolate chunks, marshmallow
Ribbons
swirl,
of marshmallow
and almonds. Whereas
whatnot.
Rocky Road has the chunks of everything, and I believe it's in
chunk.
a vanilla
It's
base.
different. Yeah, there's something different.
But it's not just the same. And
cherries. It might have cherries.
And it's not just Hood. Friendlies used to make it. Hood makes it. Blue Bunny makes it. But we make our own ice cream, as you know. We actually made the sweet potato marshmallow ice cream that you suggested.
It was good.
Doug went a little crazy with the molasses on that one, though. And I was like, this is
I love me some molasses.
Yeah, but
I drink it straight out the eat bottle.
And the same thing, like, yeah, we have to do things in reasonable measures. The other thing we did was the caramelized ice cream, bacon ice cream. That was fucking fantastic.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Trey says no rock and roll.
Wait, no, you gotta go back to it because I don't think that was meant for us. Yes, either work or I am doing lunch Saturday at 11:30 with 2 coworkers. Other than that, I will be here. Okay. I don't think that was meant for us, Tracy.
Either work. I'm doing lunch Sunday at 11:30 with 2 co-workers, and then we will be here. So I think she has friends that are coming to visit her. She's doing that tour that we did.
You got to do the tour.
You want to feel like people love you? Go and move across the country. Tell everybody. Do it at the last minute. Tell people I'm moving. Then all of a sudden everybody loves you, and then you leave. And then when you come back, you see how many people really did love you, and how many meet you at the Olive Garden for dinner.
It was good. Yeah, we picked like the most like. We figured nobody would show up, and we would just go and be on our merry way. But no, everybody shows up.
Not everybody showed up. There were people that didn't show. Some I was really sad about. Some I was not really that upset about. Tracy says no. Rocky Road Heavenly Hash is a little different. Daniel says they were unsophisticated savages. I think some people are. When I was a kid, I used to like to take the Heavenly Hash and swirl it and I would eat the chocolate separate from the mint, and then I would drink the milk. I would just sit at the table for hours fucking doing that after I had my tea, because that's what you give. That's what you give an 8-year-old after dinner, is a nice cup of tea with caffeine. I am with Doug. Don't ruin the ratio. I'm telling you, Tracy, I like to eat out the center first. You'd think, as a card-carrying lesbian, you'd be fine with me eating out the center. Practicing for when he dies and you get me a wife. I want to be a pillow princess, but I realize I may need to go to town sometimes. I will. Clean out the center. There you go.
If it tastes like peanuts, you might have a little
It
problem.
was not I was multitasking.
It wasn't, or it was. We don't know. You're confusing
We'll never
me.
know.
God damn it.
But we might come by. We don't know. We might just stop by. Oh, except they live flight away, and I don't like planes.
Yeah, and planes are expensive.
We need an RV so we can
We
go
need
places.
our own private jet. Thank you.
And I can feel like I occasionally see, but this is the problem. Like, I haven't felt decent in how many days now?
Few.
So you'd be like, okay, let's move the RV now, Stacy. And I'd be like, I'm sick of being sick. Kill me, please. Drive the RV off a cliff one day for fun. I don't know.
Kill you.
All I will say is that I'm looking at the Facebook, and all of our friends and their kids are posted pictures, and all the kids are absolutely adorable.
All the kids are ugly.
We did. No,
I'm kidding. I'm just
ugly. We didn't talk about Matthew Perry yesterday, and we were reminded of it twice. We never actually got to it. We're sorry that he died. We just want to be clear about that. Just because we didn't say we're sorry that Matthew Perry died doesn't mean we weren't sorry that Matthew Perry died.
Yeah, it's
sad when anybody dies though. Yeah. Like, I don't feel like it's any more important when a celebrity dies than when like your uncle dies.
Yeah.
Like, I think
which happened last week.
Like, oh, that's right. Oh, rest in peace,
Ira.
Uncle Ira. How old was Uncle Ira? You don't hear of a lot of baby Iras.
Late 80s. So he was my dad's youngest
So he
brother.
had a full life.
Yeah, he had a very full life.
All right, there you go.
He did many things. He was an educated man. His family loved him, and et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah. So anyways,
No reflection on Uncle Ira. I'm
you're
just tired.
Yawning. I probably saw my Uncle Ira that I am aware of 4 times in my life.
So he was
my dad's funeral, my grandmother's 90th birthday party. One time they came to visit me at Smith Street, and at Claudia's funeral. That's 4.
Sorry to the
I'm assuming there was more.
and
We
dead people.
we lived in his house for the summer. My dad helped build the house, and my grandfather helped build his house. I'm Facebook friends with his 2 boys, my cousins, and
So have you done any on the back? I'm sorry about Uncle Ira, that you've met 4 times. I would like to move on to Matthew Perry for just one more second.
yes, I'm sorry.
So
Go back to
did you do
Matthew
any
Perry.
Matthew Perry death research? Because I haven't.
I did a little bit. I
What
did
do
a
you
little
got
bit
for Matthew Perry death research.
He this is really dumb. I was like, they did a somebody posted his house, so I want to look at his house. A very nice house on a cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean. The hot tub was not there when they took the pictures. Apparently, it was a freestanding hot tub.
Yeah,
then I go down the rabbit hole and I see the aerial footage of that somebody put up a drone or whatever, and they have his house, and it was kind of creepy because they put like a white evidence tent over the hot tub,
mm-hmm.
and they're in there taking pictures of. I don't know if they hadn't taken them out yet because the gurney was over, on the patio.
Well, there's a lot of.
It was a little freaky.
So there's a lot of stuff that's been. I haven't done any research on it, so don't go by me. But there's been some speculation in various venues, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, articles, blog posts, whatever. Various. One theory has been, of course, for me, like his drug and alcohol use history. Right. Raises a red flag. We see a lot of celebrities that'll die suddenly, and they'll be in a whatever. And a lot of people have been kind of alluding to the fact, not even alluding, but directly saying that they believed it was a result of some sort of medical malpractice involving a jab. And I've said I would believe, as much as I have concerns about that particular issue, I believe it's far more likely that it was drug and or alcohol related, given his history. And it's weird because it's like, I'm trying to think of a celebrity death that I was like upset by, because I'm like, I'm gonna be more upset about, like, I don't know, if something happens to one of you guys, obviously, right? Like, than a celebrity. So I never really get all that upset about celebrities in particular. But I think about the issues that come with being a celebrity, where so many of them with, again, with the drugs and the alcohol and the hard living or whatever. But the other contention. So my thing was like, when people have said, oh, well, it was related to the jab. I'm like, more likely it's related to drugs. But then I was talking to my, one of my little friends. She said she read an article saying that they tested him and there were no drugs or alcohol in his system.
The thing that I read is that he had anxiety and depression drugs. Somewhere in his house.
So there, yeah. I mean, he could have OD'd on those. God knows what he had, but what did he have in his system? We don't know.
But he played pickleball for a couple hours. He's kind of probably wasn't in the greatest shape. He got into a hot tub. Who knows? And who knows what the years of alcohol and drugs took on his, body.
So I guess he had written his memoirs.
I think it already came out.
Yeah, he had written his memoirs, and in it, talked about if I'm ever in trouble, I'll put up a bat signal, and he was putting up the bat signal repeatedly on his social medias, and then he had written some things, and apparently he was on the allegedly he was on the Epstein flight logs, and so there's
allegedly.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
But I understand that. But I'm telling you what people are reporting. I'm not saying what I believe, because I don't have a fucking clue. But I think it's interesting that this information is coming out. So people are saying he was on the Epstein flight logs and that he was going to testify and that's like that there were people that believe that he was murdered because of the Epstein flight logs and that he was going to testify, or there are people that are just like, fuck him, he was on the Epstein flight logs. So who knows? I'm just saying, like, it's interesting. And of course, his family goes to claim the body or whatever, and the paparazzi are taking a million photos. So while I don't have this celebrity obsession that people have, and I don't understand it, although I have a few celebrities that I'm amused by, one thing that really bothers me is the fact that no one gives these people any fucking privacy, particularly like,
no.
Like like when people are going through traumatic times, like their son just died, and they're being photographed. Leave these fucking people alone. Or like celebrities are going through a messy divorce. Leave these fucking people alone. Celebrity kids, leave them fucking alone. Like if they're a kid, leave them alone. Yeah. Keep these kids out of the limelight. It only does to harm. And I think like celebrity is an interesting thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I would love to do for this podcast take off. I'd love to do some stand up. I'd love for Doug's records to pop off. But that's just because I like making people laugh. Like I always feel like I think we both have this. Like people will look at us when we go places. And in my case, it's because I have ridiculous hair and I'm loud as shit.
And it's me because I look like George Clooney.
You are pretty sexy. But
depends on your definition.
I want to make enough money so that I can be in a position to do things to help people, like provide them with natural health. And that was like another thing that came up for me today. It's like I was feeling so shitty. No hope. And don't get me wrong. I am a supporter of addicts and people who are in recovery. I have a lot of friends who are in recovery. I'm super proud of them. However, if I had a drinking or drug problem, there's like a million inpatient facilities that my insurance will pay for me to go to until I'm better. There's all kinds of financial support. I could get free health insurance. Doug would be eligible for free health insurance in the state of Florida if you were a drunk, but because he's not, no free health insurance. Like we're paying $738 a month or some shit like that for fucking health insurance. It's crazy. 7 something. I don't even know what the total is. And then I don't know. Like I think we should give people space so that they can heal when they're having difficult times. And I think we should. I don't know. I want everyone to be happy, and I don't think anybody is any more special than anyone else. I'm certainly not. Risa says, Matthew Perry, heart attack. Trace says, I will wait for the toxicology report. I am curious myself about his past report. Actually, Tracy would be a great person to report on this because she's got like all that forensics fancy stuff. And I don't mean
she can't be trusted either.
I don't mean just she watches a lot of SVU. I mean, she does, but she went to school for this shit. So,
school where they indoctrinate you.
Sometimes they do.
Hiding evidence.
Sometimes. Well, hey, listen, she's coming out of Massachusetts where there was evidence that was a bunch of cases got dismissed because of mishandling of evidence.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was that whole lab thing. Yeah, I remember that.
Tracy says could have been a heart attack. It could have been a heart attack.
Could have been.
I mean, if you combine pickleball with drug history with and hot tub, these are all things. Hang on, these are all things that have evidence to have an impact on your heart. Tracy, Ann says his death is still pending. There's something strange about
his death is not pending. He's dead. We've closed the book on the death.
Well, she means that the.
I know. I'm just, why it says.
His death is pending. There's something strange about it. He did almost die and was in a coma, and they spoke about it. A hot tub being the same as someone standing in the heat stroke in the tub. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff about it that's weird, and I don't think we'll ever know the truth, but it is fun to speculate. Risa says we are a society of voyeurs, and it drives society, and money drives society. A snake eating its own tail. Risa, very valid point, Risa.
You're like a theologian over there,
guys. When are we going to drop out of society and start a hippie commune? See, this is my plan. Doug and I buy an RV next year. We travel for a year or so. We buy a piece of land and we start an RV park that, I don't know, gradually turns into a hippie commune.
I'm not joining a commune. I'm not a hippie.
You don't have to join the commune. You can just live with me and I will run the commune. Cult, whatever. Kristen says, I heard heart attack too. Yeah, you don't know. And the thing that's tough about when you're in the water, whether it's hot water or cold water, if you're in hot water, you expect to be hot and you don't realize how much is dehydrating you. But cold water in particular, you're not sweating because the water is cooling your body temperature
Right.
down, but you are getting dehydrated.
Mm.
So it's really important to drink. So we chug our drinks while we're playing the dirty cock game. But honestly, we haven't been in the pool in a while. I've just not been feeling well enough. It's fucking sucked. Tracy says, I'm with you. I may have a master's degree, but I'm no better than the person or people around me. I can't with that one. You dropped out of college. How'd that work out? Why did you drop out of college again?
Well, because
This is a good story.
Professor told me I wasn't cut out to be a graphic designer at the end of my junior year.
How long have you been a graphic designer?
Well over 30 years. 33.
Who do you think makes more money? You or that professor?
Professor can kiss my yellow ass.
Your ass is not yellow, it's pink.
That's a Simpsons
Your whole bottle
reference.
is pink and gray. I don't know. So I had some notes that I had taken. So
Okay. I have I teased something before that I have up on the stage. We received a review of this podcast.
Oh my God. It's the best thing that has ever happened to us.
We need to make that we would like to share with you.
Can you need to screenshot that and post that on our page.
We're gonna have to post it. This lovely woman took time out of her day after viewing our show to mention this.
On episode 122, it's a waste of precious time. I am signing out of this.
A waste. This is a waste of time.
Barbara York 3675.
Thank you for your
encouragement.
Oh my God, we were laughing. We thought that was so good.
She has no idea.
Like, what did we?
She's just
what
encouraging us.
Like, did she think we were like a marital hate? Was it like from the name, ma'am? Are you thinking that this is going to be a helpful hate somebody? Like, we're going to help you learn how to hate your spouse? No, that's not what it is.
Well, I was just, but she's like
waste of precious time. I am signing out of this angry face. That's not even an angry face. That's like it's some. I ate a bug face.
I gotta look up Barbara York 3675.
I just thought it was fantastic. Like, if you don't like it, it's not for you. But she wanted to spread that it's not for her. So either she's very high on her own opinion, or she's trying to prevent somebody else from wasting time on this podcast. So, waste of precious time. Signing out. I'm signing up. I bet she was like typing on the keyboard like a maniac.
I need to find her. I want to be her friend. I want to know what the fuck is wrong with her.
Barbara York 43756. Please come back.
No,
we want everybody to love us.
I just think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, she engaged with our content, and anytime you engage with our content, it helps us to get more viewership, so that more people can waste their precious time.
I have to agree that, like, I'm sure, like, every person, like, I'm sure there's better podcasts out there. I'm sure there's, I don't know if there's anything quite like this, though. I'll have you know, I've listened to my fair share of podcasts, and I have not come up with anybody that talks about. That I had one of our friends today made cookies, and they use Crisco. I was laughing about that. Because around here, we use Crisco for a completely different...
We do not use Crisco for fisting. We would never use... If we're going to fist, we would use coconut oil. We use coconut oil. We do not use Crisco. We don't even have Crisco in our fucking house.
Go get some.
What are you going to do with it? You're sleeping in your office on the air mattress because you're not sleeping in my delightful guest room.
What, with my Crisco?
How do I find that comment?
What?
I need to find that comment so I can.
I think it was on YouTube. Is what it was.
Oh, that is amazing. That's the best news
signing
I've
out.
ever
had. I don't know. Like, did she sign in? We don't require people to sign in, ma'am. I think you were mistaken.
God, I am so excited about this.
We're not like a health club.
So excited about this. That is the best compliment we could ever get. This woman has no idea. Oh my God, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. On
an unrelated note, Tracy's dad was the smartest person she ever knew, and he never graduated high school.
My dad's a millionaire, did not graduate high school.
Thank God she announced her departure. Reese says, because that's just like, and she would. I can't believe this. How much did she watch? I wonder. Did she watch an hour? I don't know.
She watched more than 3 minutes.
Tracy thought that was hilarious. And Tracy says that Crisco makes good fried dough, though. There's some things that Crisco adds just the right level of bad too, which is obviously one of them. But I think I think there's a lot of like my mom's old recipes. They'll call for Crisco. I wonder how much of that hydrogenated nonsense was like in the 1930s or 40s when she wrote wrote her recipe book. Was in Crisco. I don't know if it was better or worse. It's probably worse now because everything's chemistry. But
episode 122.
Episode 122
was 13 days ago.
13 days ago, she picked up her.
So she commented the day that she saw it. Barbara York 3675. But I gotta look at her page now to see what she has. She has no videos, but she does have a chocolate lab.
But she has signed in.
She signed into where?
Well, she signed out of our podcast. She was signing out.
Well,
so
I know, but I just want you to know that she has.
What? Here's the thing: if you watch on YouTube after the fact, we don't know if you're watching. We hardly know if anybody's watching right now.
Can I just say something?
What are we, like Big Brother? We knew she was there. We got an alert. There's a beacon on top of our TV that flashes. Oh, Barbara's on. Oh,
hang on.
Oh, now she's off. She's off. Find out why she's off.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
I would never, ever, 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 ever say this. But if I was an internet troll that wanted to just get a bunch of hits for our podcast, she has a picture of her chocolate lab in her photo, and I would write,
signing out of that photo.
I hope your dog,
and that dog.
I hope your dog dies, and this whole thing goes. I do not want anyone's dog to die.
That's terrible.
Not even the angry
not even
Barbara
Matthew
York.
Perry's
she clearly needs a friend.
dog.
You know what? I hope she gets some peanut butter and shares it with her dog. But that's not the point. The point is, I can't believe you go out of your act. You have to be logged into the platform to write a comment. This is a waste of precious time. Oh my god.
I'm actually looking at Crisco changed their formula to eliminate nearly all of the trans fats.
I don't care about the trans fats. I want to talk about Barbara York. That's the nicest compliment we've ever gotten.
Reese says she's signing out if the dog dies.
Thank you. P.S.
We'll eat for a week.
Your dog is super cute. Can I write? Maybe you should put some peanut butter on.
No.
Give him some peanut butter. Okay, so I have responded to Barbara York 3675 on YouTube, who's written "Waste of precious time. I'm signing out of this" with an angry emoji. Not the angry swearing emoji.
No, it's like a like
just
thing. This is me. I'm walking my dog.
I wrote, "This is the nicest compliment we've ever gotten. Thank you. P.S. Your dog is super cute. Give him some peanut butter for us." What I mean is, put it on your ass and let your dog lick it off, because clearly you need to get laid.
At least you didn't say to feed your dog chocolate and lighter fluid.
I would never say that. Jesus
terrible.
Christ! I don't want her dog to die. I want her to get laid, is really what it comes down to. Because I don't think that people that are happy, well-adjusted people are going on other people's fucking videos just to shit on them.
Mm.
Oh wait. We've had people do that many times.
What, shit on
I
us?
could only watch it. I couldn't get through 3 minutes. I'm never gonna forget that one as long as I live. So there's other comments here. Yeah, everyone should sign out if the dog dies. The lady is not. Tracy says that laugh is fantastic. Side note, I had one of those rubber chickens from the Dollar Tree that I got for the kids down the street.
You squeeze it and honks.
I must play with that thing for a half hour today, high off my ass, laughing my head off. Risa says, I think the cannabis has landed. I think it's I'm still.
This is just you.
This is just
one of the original names, the names that weren't accepted for Crisco. Crispo.
You're Crispo.
And then the other one was Christ, Cryst, but was was rejected for its obvious religious connotation.
That's hilarious. Tracy says, "Is this the equivalent of Betty White eating a Snickers? Stick some peanut on your butt hole and let the dog lick it." What?
I don't know what that has to do with Betty White, but yes, it is. Yes, that's exactly where she's going with it.
Your butthole, your front bum, as Steve Jones's famous line from Californication. Last time I saw you, Atticus was eating a chocolate bar out of your front bum.
Your front bum.
Do I do that? Shove a Hershey bar in my puss and eat it?
Not really. I can't. Yeah.
I don't think a Hershey bar is fitting in there. Maybe one of those.
It is Halloween, but you gave away all the fun size candy.
Oh, that was the point.
Bitch ass motherfucker. I think the Hershey bar is an overrated chocolate. It's not very good chocolate. I don't think it's very good chocolate. I think it's overrated.
I'm sad we didn't get to see the neighbors open their little goodie. Can we talk about what was in the neighbors goodie bag that we made for the kids from the Dollar Tree? By the way.
Yeah. Well, the aforementioned chicken.
I meant to send Wes and Nolan something, and I totally forgot to. I'm such a spaz. It's been a problem. Sorry. So what was in the bag?
A aforementioned rubber-looking chicken that's when you squeeze it honks.
Yes. Cotton candy spider webs.
Cotton candy spider webs, which is great.
Glitter crayons.
It's great for
spirograph. The generic spirograph.
Glitter crayons were my idea.
We were gonna get crayons. Doug picked the glitter ones. Spirograph colored pencils. Bubbles, the unspillable bubbles.
The wind-up bath toys. One was a shark and one was a turtle.
The growing alligator you put in the bathtub and it grows. Also the turtles and the
probably
snakes.
Not. It's probably not the best idea to give the kids will not fear alligators and they live in Florida. There could be an alligator.
Those kids are afraid of alligators, I assure you. What else was in there? So there was the spirograph, the coloring book, pencil, crayons. Is there anything else? We should have put some stickers in there or something. What's wrong with us? Anyway, and we gave him some candy too, and that was amazing. The video is on Messenger. They love them. The video is on Messenger. So I'm gonna get to watch the video of the. Jen sent me a Messenger video of the kids opening their little goodie bags. So we were super excited to be able to, because they're the only trick or treaters we usually get, but they had friends with them this year. So I went out and there was like 5-6 of them. So I just divided it evenly.
I believe I was right in waving them off. It's like nobody home.
Yeah, you don't. That's Doug waves off trick or treaters. You're freaking kidding me.
I want the candy for myself.
And so I don't know what that means. Well, because Betty White needs to eat a Snickers because she's grumpy in the Snickers commercials. Oh well, so she's really grumpy now. So she's fucking dead. She's dead. Matthew Perry and Betty White could probably sharing a Snickers bar in heaven as we speak.
So wait, Betty White never had a Snicker in her front bum?
I don't know. Doug, I agree. Hershey's is low on the totem pole. We use Hershey's occasionally for we make a graham cracker s'more thing, but we generally try to eat better chocolate. I like to eat Lily's as much as possible.
I think Dove chocolate is amazing.
I like to eat Lily's because it's got the stevia.
It's also got lead chunks in it.
I want to be like the uncles in Secondhand Lions.
I've seen that movie once or twice in pieces, but I know it was very good, and
you love it very much. Right now, you need to see this fucking movie. Michael Caine and Robert Duvall. Haley Joel Osment.
Michael, you got me. I'll watch anything with Michael Caine in it.
He's unbelievable.
He's so good.
And so it's these two surly old bastards that live on a farm, and they shoot at any salesman that comes down their driveway. And the rumor has it that they're fucking loaded. So everybody in the family comes by occasionally to kiss their ass to try to get money out of them. And so at one point, their niece drops off their great nephew for them to take care of while she goes to secretarial school. She was going to Vegas. It's just crazy. And so Haley Joel Osment goes to live with them, and they're these surly old men, and they decide hey, what if we talk to one of the salesmen, because they have nothing to do. They just sit there on the porch all day in silence, and the kid is bored out of his mind. And so the salesman comes and they buy seeds from one salesman so they can plant a garden, but all the seeds looked exactly the same. So they thought they were planting 12 different things. All they were planting was corn. So there's this whole video where they have this big heaping pile of corn, and they just eat the corn. And so then they a salesman comes and they're like shooting at him or whatever, and they're like, no, I think I have something that you want. And the guy is going to sell them a secondhand lion so they can hunt it. And so they're like, oh, this is a good deal. So they buy the lion and they go, they got their guns out, they pop the fucking trunk open, and the lion's just like laying there. And they're like, you can't shoot the lion. It's not very sporting. And so, because it's like dead. And so they keep the lion. The little boy has the lion as a pet, and it lives in the cornfield, the lion. And it's a great story. And there's action. There's Robert Duvall is in a couple of fight scenes where he kicks the shit out of like 8 people at once. And it has a really good ending. And yeah, I highly recommend it as a film. But the part that I like is, so like one of the things that happens here is people just randomly show up, except on Halloween, go figure. And so we have the people, so people just randomly show up on Halloween. I hear police sirens, but that's probably just people trick-or-treating. But the thing about it is people are always showing up here, and it drives me nuts. Well, these people, they live on a big old piece of land, an old farmhouse with a big old barn in the backyard, in the middle of nowhere. And when people pull up their driveway, they shoot at them. I feel like that is what
You're
I would
gonna
like
get
to
banned
do.
from Facebook.
I would like to do that. I just want people to leave me alone. Unless I like them, then I love them.
Oh wait, Anne is signing out. She's signing out.
Hang on. See, mine's so slow. I need a new computer. Tracy says, I like the smoothness of Dove.
Yes, it's very good.
And Anne says,
she's signing out.
guys, I'm fading fast. It's been a long day. Good night, all. This is a total waste of precious time.
Barbara, what was her name? I don't even remember her name. Barbara something.
I don't know. She's my favorite though. So yeah, we should be wrapping up anyway. It's 9:07. I don't know if I have anything.
I'm grateful.
Oh, the other day I called myself Shitty McPukey and said that my asshole hurted. That's all.
Oh my god! And then you
kind of announcements that occur in this house. Shitty McPukey and my asshole hurts. What are you laughing about?
There was something the other day. You were walking around naked or something like that, and you bent over to get something. She goes, "What do you think of that?" I go, "I think it's time for a bleaching." It was such a great setup and such a good reply of comedy.
We were both being very silly, and we have a good time together. Even when we have our private parts out. Tracy points out twisty guts. Yes, that's exactly what I had, was twisty guts. And then the other thing, I was talking to Noor recently, and I was talking about people that I was annoyed with, and I said that somebody had done something that upset her, and I was really not happy about it, and I wasn't happy about I'm very protective of the people I care about, but especially Noor, because I've known her since she was a little kid, and she's like a daughter to me. Ironically, given that my own kids don't talk to me, whole other story that I will be hysterical about another day. But I've known Noor her whole life, so I'm protective of her. And so there was somebody that did something to her, and I like literally I could kill this person. I'm not going to kill this person, but the first impulse in me is murder. And so I'm not going to do that. They live 1,300 miles away. I don't like to fly, and I can barely get off the sofa if I'm lucky. Like right now, all I want to do is go to sleep. But I was really upset about it. And then I was thinking about, there's a list of people that I want to smack upside the head.
She gets all mama bear. She goes all kinds of mama bear.
I have 2 lists of people. One of people I want to smack upside the head, and one of people I would like to murder. The list of people I want to murder is far shorter than the people I want to smack upside the head. I'm not going to murder anyone or smack them upside the head, but it's nice to keep track. It's nice to have a running list.
I think it's bad karma.
Just to be dangerous enough.
Find a way to spread love.
I don't think you should send anybody that list. I think you should make a list of fictional people just to keep people on edge. Like at any minute, this person could snap. They have a list of names. It could be a list of names up for my Christmas card list. You just don't know.
I think in the movie The Purge, I mean, people have.
Who's on my fucking list of names? Jada Pinkett Smith.
See, this is the stuff when something does happen. And they scan.
I don't leave the house. They're going to be like, oh, she was on the sofa with her iPad and her laptop and her TV, using all of her electronic devices at once that were all pinging off the same cell towers and the Wi-Fi. Oh, it wasn't her. She was home. Oh, look at the transponder in her Jeep. She was home.
Transponder in the Jeep.
Look at her husband. He's so sexy. She was home. And so that's what I'm thinking about that.
Okay.
So you want to do the gratitude and go to sleep?
I'm great. You know, one thing I'm grateful for, that the night jack didn't get me.
The night jack might get you tonight. It's Halloween. You don't know. I'm grateful for all the people that watch the podcast, and specifically the folks that interact with us night after night. Risa, I know that you're fucking exhausted, and you get up super early. Trace, I know you're exhausted because you're in the middle of a move. Daniel, you're always busy with the ladies. Todd's dealing with his mom and all of that stuff. Like, Anne's been, dealing with Elias being sick and her own stuff. Like, you guys, and even Kristen, we need to catch up soon. I have not been doing well. We need to catch up.
Oh, Kristen flew the coop a long time ago.
Kristen did not vote from the podcast. She didn't announce herself.
She is signing out.
Kristen would never say that.
Maybe that's why Barbara signed out. She was afraid of the night jack.
She might have. Maybe Barbara's getting the night jack right now.
I'm trying to remember what.
I hope Barbara gets the
night jack actually is, and I kind of think.
I think it has something.
It had something to do with
anal.
No, it had
penetration in your
something
sleep.
to do with wearing pajamas to bed if you're a young child. Or underwear with pajamas. Oh, wait, Kristen didn't sign out. That's fantastic.
No, Kristen, I wouldn't.
Kristen, I hope
she's not a Karen. Kristen.
No, but like, I hope she didn't realize I was making the voice of the woman that actually signed out of our podcast and complained.
Oh my god! I just want everybody to do that from now on.
It's so good.
I would never.
But we don't ask anybody to sign in. It's the thing. Nobody has to sign in.
Good.
I'm signing out.
This woman has no idea. That just gave me encouragement for like the next 10 years.
It's so good. It's so good.
All right, so back to the night jack. So I don't want anyone, I don't wish harm upon anyone. I wish everyone peace, love, and happiness, even the people that can't watch the podcast for 3 minutes or grouchy as shit or even she said, I know. I love Stacey's response. I don't even know what it was anymore.
So I don't know about the peanut butter. Like, I thought the peanut butter was like this one was gonna read it and sign out again. But it's funny, I bet she gets a notification, so she has to sign back in.
You're getting hits.
Please give us a second chance, Barbara.
I wonder where Randall and
I can be better.
I wonder where Randall and what was the other guy? Muhammad?
Liberian Osama.
And Osama.
He was
I wonder
Morocco.
Randall and Osama.
Randall was not here tonight, but we saw him last night. Yeah, saw him last night.
You guys were making friends all over the globe. Okay, so I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for the people that watch the podcast, take time out of their busy schedules to comment. Because let me just tell you, what did she say it was again? A waste. This podcast is a waste of precious time. Welcome to the podcast that one woman called a waste of precious time.
I have something that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that we can find humor in something that we probably should have felt bad about.
Oh, no, that's the thing about us, though. The more people try to make us feel bad, the more we fucking laugh our heads off. It's hilarious. Fantastic. It's like, if you don't try to make us feel bad, we'll feel bad. But people that shit on us, oh, dude, that only encourages.
No, because you have to go back and like, oh, this person's like.
Some of my favorite encouraging lines.
And I can see the whole thing in my head.
Some of my favorite encouraging lines that I've had in my life include, this is just a tryst about our relationships.
Tryst.
11 years later, this is just a tryst. That line about the podcast. Of course, you'll never be able to breastfeed twins. That was one. I breastfed twins for a full fucking year.
You're not cut out to be a graphic designer.
Like, you tell us something like that, then we'll do it. Actually, can somebody tell me that I'm never gonna? Actually, people told me I wasn't gonna get better for a long time, and maybe that's what finally wore me down.
Yeah,
Who
maybe.
The fuck knows.
That's how they get you.
But
that's how the night jack gets you.
I don't know if the night jack is ever going to get me.
Night jack.
The rhythm's going to get you by Gloria Estefan, but the night jack is going to get you.
Tonight.
Tracy, pull that up on the screen if you can. Kristen said, I know I love Stacey's response. I'm thankful I got to celebrate my favorite holiday one more time in this great neighborhood. I'm grateful for this hilarious banter. I'm thankful for the awesome Karen comment that made us all laugh. What was the Karen comment?
The Karen comment. The Barbara.
Oh God, yeah. There was Barbara. Yeah, and it's funny because my friend Jen is dressed up as Karen right now. And
she's walking down the street in her blonde wig that's cut, and she's like, "My name is Karen. I want to talk to the manager." It's fantastic. And it's funny because my son at his store, the manager's name was Karen, which was pretty funny. or not. I thought it was kind of funny.
No, I was just thinking about when Jen came by. I was super rude. I was like, "Here's a bunch of candy.
Here you go.
Take this bag. I got to go do the podcast."
Yeah, get out. It's very important, this podcast. We have people all over the globe and people not wanting to watch it. They're signing out in droves.
Probably. Okay, so I am thankful for y'all. I'm thankful for cannabis. Wouldn't have gotten through the day without it. I'm grateful for the bad food that I ate today. It's probably not helping me feel any better, but it's making me emotionally get through some really hard times. So, because I like to feed my feelings, that's how you get fat like me. Actually, it's crazy. When I eat healthy, I still feel like shit. When I it just.
Something I know you were talking about a very deep thing, but Tracy, did you dress up tonight? What
and if so, what did you dress
what
up?
was going on, and how come we don't have that to share with you?
Tracy is laughing her ass off. I will tell you this: Kristen and her husband know how to do Halloween. I've seen them dressed as many a thing. Kristen as a prisoner, as a devil, and them as a couple's costume. Where Ken was a prisoner in a striped outfit. They did Jasmine and Aladdin. They've done many. They know how to do Halloween. Oh, and Donna was here too. So thankful for you guys. Thankful for bad food that I shouldn't have. Thankful for cannabis oil. Thankful the neighborhood kids stop by, give us something to do with our Dollar Tree findings. There's a couple toys in there that I want for myself. Not gonna lie.
You really want one of those honking chickens, don't you?
I want a honking chicken. I want the bubble thing. And I want that's pretty much it.
What kind of Grinch shit is this? I did not dress up this year.
I'm dressed as an old hippie.
It is like a Tuesday.
On marijuana.
Kristen says, wow, you have a good memory, especially after consuming edibles.
Yeah. Well, it's just starting kicking now. But it's weird because like my memory, like I have some things that I can remember, like you wouldn't believe. And then I have other things I can't remember at all. It's bad. Like my memory, like sometimes it's so good and you wouldn't think I have a memory issue.
Exactly.
And sometimes I'm like, what's my name again? And what's that word? So it varies.
Yeah.
But hey, thank God for the good times. I am thankful that we live in Florida where the kids don't have to freeze their asses off
and it's warm.
But I am grateful for the kids that the kids in New England get to experience things like that cold, crisp New England air, the smell of wet leaves.
Seeing your breath for the first time in the year.
Yeah.
Waiting for the bus or something.
It's kind of cool. And having apples and pumpkins. Like we have to have them shipped in from out of state. Like you guys have to do with pineapples.
Marshfield, 37.
In a row.
76 trombones, baby.
76. Beautiful year. I was born then. So, and I'm thankful. You feeling a little bit better?
I felt better today. Yeah, I felt pretty good today.
Glad that Doug feels better. I'm glad. I don't know. I'm just glad to be alive. And not really. I really would like to not be sick. And I've been very grouchy about that. But I like you guys. And I'm encouraged by that woman who had to tell us how terrible we were. Thank you, Barbara.
Yeah.
And
it's good. Keep them
I'm
coming.
Thankful for folks like Wes Craven and John Carpenter and Rob Zombie and all the Italian horror filmmakers that make great horror movies.
We were scared the people
that have traumatized.
That's my Italian.
Generations of people.
We're going to scare the people.
I'm thankful for Joe Bob Briggs. I'm thankful for the Halloween series, particularly Halloween 3. And I'm thankful for my buddy Dave, who I always watched horror movies with growing up. He fucking hates Halloween 3. I'm grateful that Doug occasionally humors me and watches bad horror movies with me. I'm grateful for fucking all of my wonderful years with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, even though they're over now.
I am not a huge fan of the genre. I can appreciate a good, cheesy horror movie.
What are your favorite?
My favorite horror movie?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
It was more camp than horror.
It was awesome. What was the one with the hooker? Frankenhooker?
Frankenhooker was good.
The Baby.
Maniac Cop. The Baby. Those are all good.
Midnight at the Slimeball Ballorama. Good one.
Nice.
I sent a picture from the last Consumer Medical Halloween. I dressed up. Doug dressed up as Brendan.
Yeah. Do you remember when I dressed up as Brendan? I don't know if you
told
remember
him to dress up as a different person from the crew every day.
I will show you the
Did she send it to you on the Facebook?
I don't know, but I will show you. It's probably not as funny if you don't know Brendan, but that's me. I had the tattoo sleeves, the beard, the black hair, and the best thing I got the hair color in a can. And I'm like, just take them. I'm spraying that thing with like 3 cans of it just to cover up this silverness. It was funny as hell.
Did Tracy send you a picture in Messenger or on Facebook? I can't get anything right now.
Let's see. She doesn't send me private things like you do. She sends you things. I don't know. She must have sent it to you. I don't see it.
I do not have it, but she'll send it to us at some point. She said she texted it to me.
Oh, here it comes.
To you or me? I don't have any texts.
I don't have her number. Oh, no, she did. Oh, there it is.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, that's.
Can you pull that? Well, just put it up in there.
Look at that.
Trace with some elaborate Day of the Dead makeup. That's cool as shit, Trace.
We
got some really cool Day of the Dead planters that are in Doug's office. Did you water those things yet?
I didn't water them yet.
You got to water them because at least 2 of them are half dead.
I'm signing out.
We're the only people that can kill succulents. Anyway, happy Halloween, everyone. You got anything else to say?
Grateful. Everything.
What else are you grateful for? You got anything else?
I'm grateful to make it through this day.
Woohoo! Love you guys.
You guys
Good
are
night.
the best.
See you tomorrow. Happy
See
Halloween.
you whenever. Tomorrow, maybe. I don't know.
Hopefully.